All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome. This is Twist Gaming, where you get to play board games with us. We are coming to you live here from our studio in sunny South Florida, bringing you all the new board game action. But first up, let's get some introductions out of the way. As usual, I'm Matt.
I'm Ann.
I'm Josh.
And we are Twist Gaming, and today we are joined here with Vincent. How you doing today, Vincent?
Hello, everybody. How are you? I hope you are well in the US. It's 2 a.m. in the morning in France, but I am here with you, for you. So, nice to meet you.
Thank you so much, Vincent. I know we're really keeping you up very well. I guess now at this point it's very early. But we really, truly appreciate not only having the opportunity to spotlight the Unlock games, but especially for having you come join us on stream to tell us a little bit about what we're getting ourselves into. So the boys tell me you had a hand in designing some of the Unlock series, and I'm curious if you could tell us a little bit about what that process was like for you, kind of where the idea of converting, escape rooms, which are, I don't know about France, but in the United States, are something that are becoming more and more popular. I know a lot of our gamers who go to the convention, specifically Origins or Gen Con, are familiar with True Dungeon, which is one of my favorite activities, which is kind of like that puzzly escape room feel. How did you take something like that and convert it into a board game?
Actually, the main designer of Unlock is Cyril Demag, and he is a big fan of escape rooms. He made a lot of escape rooms, and one day he was sitting on his couch, and he thought he wanted to create something that would be like an escape room, but at home on a table. And he thought about, okay, what can I do if I take a blue card with, for example, a key with a number 11 and a door? That would be a red card with a 20 number. And if I put that key in that door, I mean 11 plus 20 is...
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Looks like we lost Vincent here. Josh is going to run over and hopefully get that sorted out. In the meantime, I'd like to point out that this stream and all of this week's streams, we've got a bunch of sponsors this week. We've got Unlock Secret Adventures. That's going to be what we're showing off tonight. And... looks like we got Vincent back here, possibly.
I'm here. This is French technology.
Oh, welcome back, Vincent.
Sorry.
No worries.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. No, I don't understand. I think we didn't pay electricity or something. But,
okay, so we were at, he was kind of sitting at his couch and he was thinking of ways that he could convert it to cards, thinking of like having a door and a key with the number 11 on it, and you'll have a red, one of them's red and one of them's blue, and seeing how you could make that puzzle on the cards.
Exactly. So he came back at the office because he worked very late, like tonight, and he came back and he told us, hey guys, I've got something maybe. And he just showed us a few cards with an app, because the game used an app for iOS and Android. And we told him, okay, that's brilliant. So now we have to design stories. So we designed our first stories called The Formula, but you are here, you've got here. And then we thought with all the team of about different stories, and I'm a big fan of point-and-click video games, like LucasArts or something. So I had the idea to create Squeak and Sausage in a quite crazy world with a mad scientist. And so I was not a big fan. I really appreciate escape rooms, but I didn't make so much escape rooms. But I'm a big fan of point and click. So my vision was to make a point and click on a table.
Okay.
But all the Unlock escape adventures are based on the escape room games or point and click games.
I think that's really cool. And so you're a really big fan of point and click kind of games, and that's where the idea came to make the land with your mad scientist. Did you being a fan of point and click games, come up with kind of like the puzzles and the mechanics of that game first and then your story? Or do you have a story in mind when you're creating these and then kind of add that to the puzzles? Like, how does that marriage between those two things work?
I first began to create the story by making a first room, and I thought, okay, I want to be surprised as a designer. So I began to create the game card after card, and if I thought it was a good idea for me, I was thinking it would be a great idea for the players. So I was the first player of my own adventure. I wanted to be surprised, and I didn't know what would be the end of the adventure before ending the creation.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, but for each of my adventures, that's exactly the same thing. I don't know where I go, but I go.
You're enjoying the adventure along the way.
Yeah.
So what
Seeing
is
the forest for the trees.
So what is that like? Obviously a big part in bringing a game from development to the table is playtesting. And I was wondering if you could tell me a little bit about what it's like for you as a designer to try and playtest an escape room game. People want to playtest their games as many times as possible. What is it like to see your players? Are your players playing multiple iterations of the same game? Are they playing the same game over and over?
No, actually, this is the most important and the most difficult thing to do for Unlock and for another game of us called Time Stories. You cannot use the same player 2 times to test prototypes. So each time we have a new test, we have to find new players. Fortunately, we have got many players around us because we know many people on events and other things. So we can make many playtests, and each time it's with a different group of players.
That's awesome. You guys are really fortunate to be able to have that kind of pool of people to kind of test out your games. And I'm sure, we talked a little bit before we went live about what it's like for you as a designer to watch people play your game and come up against your puzzles. And can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, I don't hear you very well, but can you repeat, please? Excuse me.
No worries. So what is it like for you? We talked a little bit before about what it's like for you to sit and watch a playtester come up against one of your puzzles.
Yeah. Okay. This is quite pleasant, actually. When you finish a story, the first time you see people playing it, it's quite strange because you have got everything in the head, and the game is alive. And then you created something sometimes that you think it's an easy thing to find or an easy solution to find, and people just say, oh, this is very hard, I don't understand, and you say, hey, this is quite easy, I've got a door, I've got a key, so just take the key and open the door, please. And sometimes you are very proud to make a very difficult enigma, and people find the solution very easily. So you have to work again to surprise people. So the different testers are quite different, and each time it's a surprise to see your adventure coming live.
That's cool. I mean, we played a game before this and we ran into some of those same situations. As a player, I think that there's this sense of urgency that's coming from having the game being timed, and with an escape, knowing it's an escape room, I think you go into these things expecting everything to be the trick question, which makes it so easy to really overthink a lot of these puzzles, and that's got to be so cool for you to kind of make these puzzles and twist these things and see these people doing those. And I can see the frustrating part too. You got a key, you have a door, just stick the key in the door and go. So tell me a little bit, one of the cool things about this game is it has app integration. So can you tell me a little bit about how you guys came to the decision to incorporate having a mobile app in the game? And where did you guys go as board game designers to find the right people to create the matching app?
Yeah, actually, we wanted just to make a card game. For us, the app was just, it doesn't have to be in the center of the game. It's just a companion app. So, fortunately, Cyril Demag, the designer of the game, is worked in the computers before, so he designed everything in the app.
Oh, that's cool.
So this is the same guy that created the cards and the app, and he always said, I want to make a card game, not a video game. So the app is there to give clues, to enter codes, because you have got codes in the game, to propose machines, because sometimes you have got machines to solve, and so it shows you the machine, and that's all. We didn't want to make an app. We wanted to make a card game, and that's what we did, I think.
I think you guys did a really great job at doing that, just having had played the game, off stream. It really wasn't the focal point of playing the game, and we'll show that with the demo, but it's definitely helpful, and it definitely sets the mood for the game. It accentuates the card game itself.
And I think having someone that was intimately involved in designing the game linked up to being the person that actually made the app is definitely something that propelled that experience forward, because they know exactly where they wanted to take it. So I think that that's a pretty unique, aspect of this as well.
Absolutely. You're not working with somebody, you're not subcontracting out the work for the app, so the person can have the consistency between the board game and the app, because they're bringing the same feel, the same mechanics kind of to the each side of the game. I think that's great. Now, aside from it being 2 o'clock in the morning and having such great technology in France, you guys also have more unlocked games than we do. Can you talk to me a little bit about how the games that you guys have in France as opposed to what we have just yet and what we will be having come Gen Con in the States?
Yeah, of course. So for now in the US, you have got 6 boxes. The first wave was the Formula, that is Cyril Demeg Adventure. You have got 3 Kansas Age, you have got the Island of Dr. Goose, and you have got a second wave called Unlock Up, Up, the House on the Hill. You have got the Nautilus Traps, and you have got the Tony Pal's Treasure. That's all you have for now in the US. But you are lucky because you are going to have 3 new boxes with, you show it, an aside story that is another story in the world of Dr. Noside, him, the bad guy. You have got Tombstone Express, that's coming, and you have got the Adventures of Oz, and these 3 adventures are called Secret Adventures. Each wave has got a different name. So this is the Secret Adventure wave that is going to arrive in the US in the next weeks.
I believe those actually come out the 31st.
Of May.
Yeah, so they come out this week.
And those are the ones that Space Cowboys Asmodee was kind enough to let us try out here, and we're going to be playing for you guys tonight a demo just to kind of show you how the game works.
Hashtag no spoilers.
Hashtag no spoilers, but we do have the other 3 games here, and after the stream, if you want to ask us, maybe we'll talk a little bit. We ended up playing the Wizard of Oz version of the Secret Adventures, and during our first impression session, we'll talk a little bit, spoiler-free, Joshua, about how we felt about actually playing the full-length game, and I'm sure we'll reference that a lot during the demo. Now, in France, you guys also have another box coming out where you, if you want to show us that lovely coffee mug that you have at your desk, you got to bring in one of your favorite creatures to the game. Look, there we go.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is coffee and dinosaurs. Yeah, I'm going to show you the next French box, but it's a secret. So it's called Unlock Exotic Adventures, and for the first time, so it will be the 3 next adventures that will arrive in the next month in the US with cool dinosaurs. But it's later because first you will have to play these three ones.
So this is really a great time if you haven't picked up any of the Unlock series to pick them out with the May release, because you can work through all these 3 and then in just a couple of months you'll have more brand new adventures to keep you entertained. So I think that's really great.
Exactly.
I think that was all the points really that I wanted to touch in. I'm really excited to get on to the demo. Vincent, do you have any other points you want to make sure that we hit on or let our audience know about?
One important thing is that for us, we are proud of our game, and we were sure it was a great game. So we wanted to show to people and to tell people, okay, let's try it. Maybe it's made for you, maybe not, because we don't know. So if you want to try the demo, you can download them on the website. And for example, we are going to propose a brand new one in Gen Con this year called Cabracan, a Cabracan adventure that is designed specially for Gen Con. And so if you come to the Space Cowboys booth at Gen Con, you will be able to play this new demo. But you have other demos on the internet. Just look for it.
That must have been really interesting. You know, I know that a lot of the board game publishers, they're able to send out a copy of their game and to a lot of media reviewers and say, hey, play my full-length game, put it on video, you know, write all about it. For you guys, the whole point of these games, or a lot of the entertainment value, comes in the secrets of unlocking the puzzles. So it reminded me, like, how was that for you guys as a challenge, promoting a game that's all about secrets?
That's why we made demos, because when we made demos, people can play the demos and then they can play full adventures. So that was very important for us, and that is very important for us to propose demos from time to time to tell people, okay, just test it, and if you like it, you can buy a game and you will play a real adventure.
I think that's great. All right, Vincent, I am going to let you go to sleep because 2 a.m. is not a good time for anybody.
It looks like you're halfway there already, though.
No, thank you so much. I know this is so early for you, and we truly, truly appreciate you coming on stream and your time tonight.
That was a pleasure. Thank you very much for listening to me. I hope my English was good for everybody. And
Perfect.
Have a good day, I think. Or evening, maybe?
Evening, yep. Good night.
Evening.
Bye, Vincent.
Good night. Thank you very much. And goodbye, America.
He's like a rock star.
He is a rock star.
He is a rock star.
So we're going to get ready to do the demo copy here. So we've got Unlock Escape Adventures 5th Avenue is the demo we're going to be showing off. We've got the companion app up and running. We're just waiting for Josh to come back, and he's coming around now. The really nice thing about this is, so typically we have our guest do the rules explanation for the game today, or every day when we do the spotlights.
Yeah.
This game basically requires no explanation. When we did
just
the
like
initial,
I require no introduction.
Exactly. When we did the initial tutorial, there is a quick 10-minute tutorial that Josh and I did beforehand. That
Anne
gives
did
you
it with us.
Did she?
He
Yes.
forgets that I
remember.
exist.
So
It's okay.
it gives you a little bit of just the feel of the game itself,
Yeah.
but it's not actually even
And the
required to
few
play.
icons on the card.
Yeah, so and I could show it off in the app here as well. So this is the companion app. This is the main screen. We have this pulled up specifically for, and you can see our fan going too, the glare on the screen.
Specifically to cover up Matt's face during the stream.
It's
my
Josh's
face?
Oh, man, because the RP's cup is covering up Matt, so it's just me.
So these are the different. This is set up already for the demo game. We've got our timer at the top. We've got code. So this is going to be if there is a like a locked door or a gate or something we have to get
put
through.
a pin number.
You have to put a pin number in to get through it, and that'll be unlocked from the cards that we're on. Machine is going to be kind of well, it's a mechanism that is going to give you clues in different ways.
It's a
something you have
different.
to slightly interact with.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
a different kind of encounter in the game.
It's not just search and find. It's a interactive thing.
Yeah.
We've got review hints, so you could look at the hints that you've already gotten.
Yeah.
Hint, where you would click that if you want a hint for a specific card that you have, and you would type in which card. And hidden objects, I don't know if we went over that,
We didn't use those. So maybe we'll use it now. Who knows?
The most important one is the nice big penalty in the middle there. That's nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
So the game penalizes you if you do stuff bad, and it does that by subtracting time from your countdown clock.
Yep.
And of course, you could start. The nice thing is you can start and stop the app too. So if you have to get up and take a bathroom break or something, then
And,
you can accommodate that.
One nice thing is, even if you run out of time, the app will still just keep going.
Right. So
It
it shows
doesn't-
you how far you've gone over.
Yeah.
If you want to put that just back in 2 seconds, I do want to point out 2 more things about the app. In the upper left-hand corner, there's music, which is really nice. It's mood setting. There's a good way to put it. So it kind of gives you that anxiety feeling.
Yeah.
The other thing I really wanted to point out was you see this style for the demo game. The icons and the aesthetics of this app are specific to the demo game because for the other game that we played, the look and the feel was completely different. So that goes back to there's a word that I'm looking for. Symmetry is not the right word.
Synchronicity?
Thank you. Between the app and the card games.
Pulled that one out of thin air, huh? That was a $5 word.
Hey.
So, the way that it basically tells you to start is there's the top card on the deck. You flip it over and you read it. As soon as you're done reading, it's when it starts the timer, right, Josh?
Yeah, it says on the card to start the timer.
Yeah, it really spells it out for you. And so they give you the deck. It's banded together. And so this game is 18 plus for...
It says 60 minutes,
sorry.
but the timer says 30
Yeah.
minutes.
Sorry, 10 plus, not 18 plus. 10 plus, 60 minutes, and then 2 to 6 players. See, the timer's 30 minutes, but it says 60 minutes.
I think it's supposed to be 30. I'm going to go with the timer.
Yeah, I'm probably going to go with 30 on that. You're going to go with 30?
Yeah, I'm going to go with 30.
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see
We
what
might just be
happens.
horrible at it.
So, I'm going to start the timer when it tells me to, but I'm going to read the cards off the main screen
Okay.
if it's big enough. Okay, this is a welcome card here. So, welcome to Unlock a Card Game that brings the thrills of excitement of an escape room to the comfort of your own home. So we're going to get 25 cards in this, and then that's the QR code to download the app. And I'm going to zoom this in just a little bit so I can read a little bit better. Ooh, don't mind me. Okay, so I think I'm ready if you guys are.
Refocus that just a
Yeah,
bit.
you're right.
And that will help you be able to read cards. Bam, look at that.
Perfect.
now.
It's almost like we've done this once or twice. So, Fifth Avenue.
Does it say anything on the back or no?
Yes. Okay, so you're going to be in charge of those cards there, Josh.
Okay.
Fifth Avenue, New York, 1931. Al Capone is called upon you from Chicago. You must steal a revolutionary product from multinational corporation 24M.
2M4GD Core.
Thank you. 2M4GD Core. Industrial espionage is not your forte, but you can handle this job. All the necessary tools have been left on the premises. Do a thorough search of the building's surrounding area. Meet you on Fifth Avenue. Flip this card over. So I'm assuming I'm going to start the timer now, Josh, right?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, so we're starting the timer on the app.
Okay, flip this card over. Josh, I need a 44.
And the reason we know that we need a 44 is that gray circle on the tower with the 44. What that's telling you is, hey, pull this card for this scene.
Note that there's an F there.
Yeah, I see that.
Okay, I'm going to leave this in front of you.
All right, I
so
got it. 44,
and this is a red puzzle piece. Oh, look, Josh in a window. The majestic Flatiron Building. A window is open up there. So we've got the Flatiron Building.
Okay, so we have not, what's really nice about this is you don't go card by card. We still have card number 5 here, where there's a 5 in the top left-hand corner for Fifth Ave. So this card 44 here is let's put it back in the thing, is a red puzzle piece card. If you see the puzzle piece in the top right-hand corner, that means that there's going to be a blue jigsaw puzzle piece that's going to match up with it somewhere in this adventure. But now we need to figure out where we're going
So there's
from
an
here.
F on that card.
There
right?
is an F on the card.
There is an F card.
There's an F
Oh,
card.
look at that. So
Look at that.
I'm going to I paused it while Anne was doing her spiel there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just an FYI. So we've got an F. So F is your tools were well hidden. We've got a 37, an 8, and a 42.
8,
So
37, 42.
yeah, so an 8. An 8 is our crowbar. You must carefully choose what to force open. You mustn't leave any trace.
It's interesting.
So then we've also got 37, a lever, and that's got a green handle. So it looks like a tap handle almost. And then a 42 is a grappling hook.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we have the Majestic Flatiron Building. There's a window open up there. How are we going to get to the window?
Window and a grappling hook like Batman, man.
So that would be the 44 from the red puzzle piece with the receiving end and 42 with the blue. You add those together, so we're going to get 86.
Is there an 86 card,
There's
Josh?
an 86 card.
So let's see what happens with 86. 86, and this is sideways, is the 2M4 GD core headquarters. So we've got a 25, an R, an 11, a W, and a 58. We're going to get rid of card 5, 42, and 44. So that's our starting cards, our grappling hook, and the open window. So we're going to, it says to get rid of those up there. So first let's search the painting. Let's go in order. So Josh, I need a 25, or Anne, I need a 25.
Sure, 25.
So a 25 is going to be this red puzzle piece here. This is a portrait of Mr. Cork, the founder. It is protected by an alarm that any maneuvering can trigger. Okay, so we got to be careful around that.
All right.
Then we've got an 11.
What are we trying to steal again?
Corporate information, a new product. That's all we got. So this is a
Splendid
splendid
carpet.
carpet ornaments the floor in front of the vault. So
With a bird and a snake. You got to look like the escape room. You have to look at all the little details
Yeah.
because sometimes it's in the details that you're going to find out what you need.
So an R is a safe. Now, this is one of the lock ones here. So the vault door, you need a 4-digit code to open it. So we are not going to explore that until we figure out a code at least. So then I'm going to do 58 first. So 58 is a locked bookcase. So that's a red.
Yep.
And then finally, we've got our W, green, and that's a machine. So the machine's going to be the more interactive thing here. So the electrical panel feeds the picture's alarm. You must deactivate the right connectors, but there is no lever.
Okay, so you can see the question mark there with your red piece. That's interesting. But I want to go back, Matt, to the locked bookcase.
Okay, so the locked bookcase, what do you want to do with it?
Well, the locked bookcase is a red puzzle piece, so I know that it's going to need a blue puzzle piece to match it. And the two blue puzzle pieces that we have left, man, Sally sells seashells, are the crowbar and the lever, and I'm saying we go with the crowbar. So I want to know if there's a 58 and an 8, which is a 66.
Yes.
Yes,
I wanted to
there
see
is.
if you could
Counting
do that.
for the win. There it.
No! The door of this bookcase does not yield. Press the application's penalty button once. Oh, we lost 3 minutes. Okay. It also buzzed. I don't know if you guys heard that.
Sorry, guys.
Wow. Okay. So we're going to go
That's
back.
just trying to force things open.
I was going to do that too. to
Thank
be honest.
you.
So we're going to go back to the electrical panel, I'm assuming. And we do have a lever. So I'm trying to figure out what this looks like here.
But that's not a. It's not a.
It's got a question mark.
Yeah, but
for
on a red
oh,
side.
So
red.
the red is whatever that number is,
Oh, you're right.
plus the blue. That would be my assumption.
Why plus the blue?
Because you're gonna put the
It's a green lever.
blue. It's a blue puzzle piece.
Yeah. So it's going to...
The puzzles are always red plus blue, right?
That is true. So you're thinking we should put it on the blue one?
So I think when you open up the mechanism, it's going to ask for numbers, and I think it's going to be 3 plus 37, so 40. Then it's going to be 42, 38.
Whoa, what are you even
Put
saying?
put the lever on the camera with it.
Yeah.
That's 37.
Yeah.
This is a mechanism, so it's going to open up an app, right?
No, this
No.
is not a mechanism.
Oh, I
Oh,
thought-
it is a mechanism. I lied. You're right.
How
It
do you
is.
know it is?
Because it's green. I'm just not seeing it on the screen because it's...
But what I'm saying is it's going to... So you add 3.
Okay, so it's a machine. So I'm going to
Yes,
open up the
machine.
machine. So what number is it? It's a W. How do I put W?
It doesn't. Usually there's a number next
Yeah,
to it with
you're
a
right.
cog.
Under the W.
141.
Oh. 141. Okay.
Okay.
So we've got our levers here.
We need to pull them?
Yeah. Feeds the picture. So we're looking for something that would give us a clue as to the color of the levers that we would do here. That's a great question.
This makes me very like. What's the point of the rug?
Matt, can you move the? Can I see that? Can I see that card in the?
So just so you know, on this here for the alarm, there's a blue, a yellow, and a red wire coming out of the alarm.
Blue, a yellow, and a red coming out of the alarm? Sure is.
Can I see the actual puzzle card? That one, yeah.
Yeah. So I would personally say let's pull the blue, yellow, and red, and then after that we'll start fiddling with the picture. How do you guys feel about that? So we're gonna cut the blue, yellow, and red wires essentially. That's what I'm going for.
I feel like the bookcase.
Trust me, I'm an engineer.
All right.
Okay.
So
We're
red,
gonna get arrested.
blue, yellow. Ha 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 ha!
So it's 6 plus 37,
so that's
43.
43.
All right. There you go.
I want to hear an apology, guys. So 43, the power is cut off. The alarm shouldn't be an issue anymore. Action time. So we got a blue plus 67. So I think we're going to use that blue plus 67 with the red from the picture frame because it says that the alarm's been cut.
I agree.
So
68?
25 plus 67 is not 68.
Oh, 67. I was doing 25 and 43.
So that's 92.
There you go. Right there.
So 92.
Ooh, we found something.
Ooh. Is get rid of 25 and 43, so those go away.
Okay.
When you cut off the alarm, the portrait slightly moves forward. You slide it, it hid a secret shelf. So, Josh, I need a 15. So
That's how I get the bookshelf open.
A 15 is a hairpin. So the hairpin, you want to open up, you want to jimmy the lock on the bookshelf with the hairpin. So, Josh, is there a 73?
Yes, there is.
73 is, ooh, wait a minute. What is this? A page torn from the Encyclopedia Britannica falls to the floor when the bookcase is open. So we're going to get rid of these two bad boys.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm looking at the picture of the rug right now, and the picture of the rug has a bird and a snake, and I'm trying to see if like any of the animals on the rug match.
There's a salamander, a turtle, an octopus, a frog, a chameleon. There is a hawk.
There's a hawk.
Yeah, top left.
There sure is a hawk. It says figure 19.
I
don't know.
Thanks, everyone. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
I'm curious now. So when you cut the portrait, it slides forward. I'm looking if there's any other clues there. I don't see any.
We still have the numbers here.
We do.
So I want to show that off again. That we still have those.
Right, we do.
Maybe they're for
Plus
open
3,
to safe.
plus 5, plus 1, plus 2, plus 4. So we used plus 3, plus 1, and plus 2. So that's plus 6.
Is there a
Which was what that equaled. That equaled 6. So maybe that's what that is.
Yeah, that's what that means.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe the hawk 11 and 19. The hawk's picture is 19.
So I'm wondering if those things that are torn out of the encyclopedia,
which would be 30, and there is a 30.
So yeah, what's torn out of the encyclopedia, Josh?
An octopus.
89 and 95. Which there's nothing here for that.
Where do you get those numbers from?
They have the figure numbers on what's ripped out. It just says
Oh.
figure. Just doesn't say what.
Interesting. Huh. So that's what happened when you jimmied the lock on there.
Yeah.
This is tough. Now, we can use a clue at some point. We don't have anything resembling a 4-digit code yet.
Nope.
Do you guys want to start pulling the rest of the panel handles and stuff? No?
No, I think that's a bad idea.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean, I know
probably
you're
a
not
bad
great
idea.
at corporate espionage, but
Yeah. So we looked at 11. 11 is the rug. That's the only thing we haven't interacted with yet, aside from the safe.
right.
So that leads me to believe that it's the rug, which Josh is bogarting right
It's
now.
11, and there's a hawk and a snake on it, and I am for card 30.
So there is, yep, it's a birdie and a snakey. So where are you seeing card 30 from?
Saying 19 from the figure for the hawk plus the 11 from the card. Or is there a card 19? No.
No, there's no card 19.
It seems like a stretch to me, but I don't know.
You want to use a hint?
I think I want to use a hint.
All right, let's put a
So on 73 or 11?
73.
73.
Okay, so hint. 73. Okay. A piece of paper is missing, but you know you saw it somewhere. We did?
A piece of paper is missing?
Josh, did you give me 15?
Yeah. That's...
You did? That was the hairpin.
Yeah, that was a hairpin. What's... Let me see that card.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. So the initial check of the room, we had 25, which was the portrait. We had 11, which is the rug. We had W.
Is that a 7?
Ooh. Every once in a while, he's not as dumb as he looks.
So yeah, that does look like an origami piece of paper, and it's really hard to point out on the camera, but it looks like that might be a 7 there. Is there a 7?
There is no 7,
Well,
though.
then what good are you? This is a toughie. It does look like it was in the safe, because that looks like a piece of paper.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We
Um,
didn't see any other papers, right?
Everything here is also either a reptile, like a reptile or an amphibian, and then there's the hawk. It's got to have something to do with this hawk.
probably.
And there's
Where
no
does
card
this 11
19.
come into play?
Maybe we're thinking too hard into it, and it's not in play yet.
Maybe.
Is there anything else to... Let me see that
That
room
was
card.
hint 1.
Let me
There's
see the
only
room card. The room...
hint 2 is a solution. The paper looks bird-shaped too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a 91?
Nope.
I like to know how you ordered those cards because it goes 88G.
I had letters. I didn't
Oh.
order the letters.
I don't know. I almost want another hint, but there is no other hint. It just goes to the solution.
You want to do a hint for the card
11?
11?
11?
Okay, I'll do that.
In the screen.
Yeah, it's just hard to type.
So that's the hint screen. 11.
The 2 animals in the center will provide you with the code in due time. Put them back in order.
Put them back in order.
Huh?
It is a snake. It doesn't have legs.
Let me see the paper again.
A snake and a hawk. Maybe we're missing a paper from somewhere.
The 2 animals.
Maybe.
That's a V, not a 7. Is there a V card?
Yes, that is definitely a V.
That's why.
Good job, Anne.
There's your paper.
You unfold a sheet of paper.
And there's your snake.
All right, so that is the bird and the snake right there. So
Put it up in the
The-
camera. I know you're looking.
yeah, sorry. So that's the snake. It's really hard to see, but I'm assuming there's 2 figure numbers.
yeah,
with
yeah.
these, so that's going to be the 4 numbers.
It's ripped out from that page right there. So those were the 2 figures. Look,
And the
they
snake-
map.
The snake is
It's hard to see.
67 and the bird is 73. Can you confirm that? The figure numbers?
No. The figure numbers, look.
Oh, on the
The
bottom?
paper goes like this.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
So if you put it in the camera,
So the paper goes like that and fits in there. So they would be these 2 figures.
yep, which are, what were they, 89?
89 and 95. So it's put them in order. So the order would be probably bird then.
Put them back in order.
Yeah, so. Oh.
Put them back in order.
Okay, so.
89, 95?
Sure, let's do that.
Put it in the thing.
So code, I have to do.
This is the code screen, which looks a little bit like the hint screen. All of the codes are 4 digits.
No. 131.
What's 131?
No, you just entered the 4-digit code, Matt.
Oh.
Yeah. Code?
Yeah, just
Wait,
go
where-
code.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
okay.
enter it knows where you're at.
Oh, okay. So what did we say it was? 89.95.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Matt can't type.
89.95.
It's a stretch for his arm from there.
So 95.89.
Yep.
I guess.
95.89.
It was
Okay.
backwards.
The heavy armored door opens. You entered the vault. Take 22 and G. So I wanted to put it in the right order the first time you guys yelled at me.
I hate you.
That's
All right, I'm going to discard the cards as you call them out.
So 11,
Yep.
73,
Yep.
86,
Yep.
92, V, R, 86. Okay.
Okay.
So we got a box here. The vault is open. There's a wooden crate inside. We're using the crowbar with this.
Now we can use the crowbar.
Okay, so Josh, we need
30.
22 plus 8.
Ta-da.
All right, so 30. Please get rid of 8, 22, and R.
8's 22, and I don't know where R is.
R was the safe.
F, I'm sorry.
Okay.
F.
So we have C and H. So C and H, Josh. C is... You have no idea how useful this object is, but you will gain a lot by delivering it to Al Capone.
That's so good.
And then we've got... Andy, let me remind you that the code has changed. Enter Leslie to exit. Huh?
Huh?
Okay.
All right.
So we need to take cards 22 and G. Did you
Put
give me
it-
G? You did give me G.
Yep.
So G is this one here. An alarm starts ringing and the exit door locks automatically. You only have a few minutes to run away before the police arrive. Enter Leslie to exit. So wait, okay. So that means that, like, on a phone, if you had to dial Leslie on the number pad.
But but wait, back it up, because again, if you look at the top right corner, this is a code one, and it's only 4 digits.
Doesn't say that it's only
It's-
four.
All
it's a-
codes are only 4 digits.
okay,
That's part of the game.
So enter Leslie to exit. What do you make of that
Let
then?
me see.
So 7's missing, by the way.
That's interesting.
What would 7 be L? Because then it
Yes,
would be a 4-digit
and then it would be
code.
4 digit, which is 3, 5, 1, 3. Or is it upside down? You have to do.
It's not upside down. That doesn't make sense.
No, 5 is L.
5 is L?
7 is PQRS.
No. Let me see this, Joshua. Look at the typeset for Leslie. If you take out the L's, which are 7, turn it upside down.
Oh,
Now what do you see?
317 537.
No, that's 537. That's like when you do the
317,
calculator
yeah,
trick.
That's 317537.
So take out the 7s, and what do you have?
So
3153, which doesn't make sense.
3153. Okay. So
Wa-
we'll do
watch you
code.
stay in the escape room by yourself forever.
3153. Oh!
Let's hear it.
Oh, let's see our score.
Our score is
Scroll it up, Matt.
oh 5 stars.
5 stars. That's better than our 0 stars.
That's pretty good.
Nice.
We got one
That's
penalty.
so cool. A 3-minute penalty. So we did it in 24 minutes and 36 seconds. So I definitely think the 30-minute timer was the right
Well,
one
we had
to
2
go.
3-minute penalties.
Yeah, one was the penalty from guessing incorrectly on the lock, and the other was for what? Oh, you're fiddling with the.
Oh, yeah.
My
We're using the
crowbar.
crowbar on the
Crowbar.
freaking
I was trying to
bookshelf.
just go right in.
I would have done that too, you know.
We have a question asking if you need a smartphone to play Unlock. And I don't, is the app, I mean, it was an iPhone or an Android app. So
Yeah.
that would be a great follow-up question that we can get with the publisher.
No,
and
you need a... Because you want to be able to enter codes or anything
yeah,
So
yes, you
you
need that
do need it.
interactivity.
To be able to do it.
The Leslie one was good.
Yeah.
Good job, man, with that one.
Thank you.
All right.
Right.
So, is there anything else that you guys want to talk about before we get into our first impression session?
I
Josh, can you move
think-
your cup, please?
No, I'm really enjoying the fact that we just got out of here. You know, that whole escape room feel where it's like, oh, anxious, and
Yeah.
yeah, I'm
I was
just
getting a little nervous. We only had a few minutes left.
So Josh wants to point out that these were the 2 cards that are left out of the deck.
No.
So that's how if you get
No.
the wrong stuff, you're gonna get like a dead end.
So, which cases would we have gotten those?
I have no idea.
I believe one of them would have been if we tried to
cut the wires wrong.
Possibly, yeah, probably cut the wires wrong. And then the other one's probably for if we tried to crowbar the painting off the wall.
Can we take a minute just to look at C again?
Yeah.
I love this demo game. You know, the art style is very Art Deco kind of.
For the demo.
Yeah, for the demo. And then it's so cool. I love that they put the unlock game in here because it reminds you that, like, it's the designers and the game that's doing this experience.
Yeah.
So I think that's really cool.
It's amazing that this game's been around since the 1940s also.
I know, isn't that crazy? The cards look so nice.
I know.
In such good condition.
All right, so guys, please join us for our first impression session where we talk about our favorite aspects of the game, any constructive criticisms we have, and then the most important question of the evening of would we play it again. But for now, this is going to be Twist Gaming signing off. Thank you all for joining us. I'm Matt.
I'm Ann.
I'm Josh.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.